I wake up to see this. Someone's not having a good morning. Now I'm gonna attempt to make my bed. I only have the fitted sheet because that's just too much work. Oh my gosh, this is too frustrating. Oh my goodness, I just spilled so much water. Voila, my masterpiece. Oh yeah, ready to start the day. Alright, so I usually don't Uber when I'm dressed this fancy. I'm usually just wearing like a chill, oversized t-shirt. I always try to go to the dumpster and just clear out extra trash in my car. Either like some coffee I've had or little Kind Bar wrappers, because that's usually what I have for breakfast. So let's get started. I do get a couple riders who are like, oh my gosh, it's a female, it's my lucky day. Really? Is it that rare? I don't know. When I first started, I was a little nervous, but I don't think I was scared to be a female Uber driver, because I mean, for me, I'm lucky enough to live in Austin, Texas, where it's not a scary city. Things I do to help are I don't drive at night. People and me don't drive as well at night, and especially Friday and Saturday nights. Like, yeah, I'm literally using tape as my tripod here, so bear with me. Sometimes it makes me uneasy when I get there and then they take 3 minutes and I'm like in a neighborhood and it's completely pitch black. And this guy came in my car. You know when you just get weird vibes? I seriously considered just like bolting. And then he ended up being nice. He basically just started talking to me and like telling me about his love life. It's just awkward. He ended up asking if I had a Facebook. I should have just given him a fake name. I'm too nice and I can't be, you know. I have to be like, no, I don't have Facebook. No, I'm gonna have a nice night. You know what I mean? But I don't want them to like go psycho on me and just like react. And I'm alone in the car with them. Like, I'm just trying to get out of the situation. And if I have to block him on Facebook later, I will. But he never added me, so that's good. I feel like the sketchiest one was like this guy got in my car and I pick him up from like a motel and he just like comes out of the motel and he has like a bucket, gloves on, and okay, maybe he's a maid, I don't know. But then he's like, can I add some stops? And I'm like, oh dear Lord, okay. Like, I don't want to be in the car forever with this guy. And his first stop is at an elementary school. I just didn't want to be involved in a sketchy situation. And turns out he was just picking up his daughter. So that was good. He takes me to this sketchy like storage warehouse facility. Like, I wouldn't be so weirded out if he wasn't like, you are so nice. Like, I haven't met a real person like you in a while. What kind of an Uber driver am I? I haven't even been wearing my seatbelt. I swear I always wear it when I'm Ubering. Here's the thing. It was like 2 weeks later and all of a sudden I get a friend request on Facebook. I didn't even tell this guy my name. I mean, obviously he saw it pop up. I didn't tell him my last name. And he finds me on Facebook. No. I'm just trying to tell you all the juiciest situations. Honestly, I probably had over 300 rides and maybe only 5 that were uncomfortable out of 300. So it's not that bad. And I would just say the tips, my tips are just, if you're feeling uncomfortable, just skirt out of there. Like, don't even pick them up. How it works is I turn on my Uber app and I usually place it in this thing I have right here. And I'm looking at, it's right here so I can literally see everything. And it just pings up, so I accept it. I go to the place, they come in my car, and then I get to keep all the tips, which is amazing. I think the most I've ever been tipped is probably like $15, but it was because the drive was like an hour long, and that's the longest ride I've ever had, is an hour. Now, if I was like planning, I only Uber like 5 to 10 hours a week because I have a full-time job. But if I was planning on like Ubering for like 6 hours that day, like say it's like a Sunday or something, and someone wanted to drive to Houston, I would totally do it, because like the longer the ride is, the more you get. And like, they usually give you fat tips if you drive them really far, because all the ones that I've driven like an hour are pretty good. Like, one time it was crazy. I only had a ride that was like 2 minutes long. He gave me like a $10 tip because we just vibed about like talking about minimalism. I was like, hell yeah, dude. People don't understand that it really helps when you tip Ubers, because like they get it all. And I'm about to tell y'all how much I do make an hour typically. Honestly, and it also depends on like the hour of the day. That gives a, if it's like the morning, you're going to be making more towards $20 an hour. But if it's like a prime hour from like 6 to 8, like you could literally Uber and make like $55, like up to $27 an hour. Like it's really good. Usually when I only Uber 5 hours a week, I make $100, and like for something that's part-time, like it's not my full-time job, an extra $100 a week is like an extra $400 a month, and that really helps just with savings and like paying off my credit card and stuff like that. And it's just 5 hours, like that's very manageable. And yeah, so that's my Uber experience. Definitely considered like quitting my job to do it, but I don't know if I could Uber like 7 hours a day. That'd be so exhausting. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you want to know how much, it's kind of like I wake up at like 7:45. It takes me like, but I put my alarm for 7:30 because I never want to get out of bed. And then I do my stuff, and then I'm usually in the car Ubering at like 8 a.m. But then my actual work like job starts at it starts at 10:30 a.m. and it ends at 7:30, so it's pretty much all day. If you're a female or anyone who just feels vulnerable having strangers in your car, just do it. Honestly, it's not that bad. Like, you're fine. Just make sure you stick to the daylight if you're uncomfortable. And honestly, if you're really feeling uncomfortable, just have a little weapon in your car. I don't really necessarily have a weapon, like classified weapon. I do have something that could probably hurt someone. I don't try to advertise that because I'm not trying to like scare people, but I do have like a little weapon just in case someone tries. Like, it's better to be prepared than not. Like if someone tries to murder me or something. I totally think it's acceptable to have like a taser. Anything to make you feel more comfortable, because honestly it's a great income, and like it's just really fun to talk to people, especially since most are tourists, and it's just like, where are you from? Like, why are you here? I wish I was like traveling right now. Alright, so I'm back from Ubering. I usually get back around 9:45 a.m. Last time I was actually in this bathroom, I was explaining that I needed a better moisturizer, or like just a better brand in general, and I found one that literally uses plant-based ingredients. Just smells so good. Vegan, cruelty-free, like there's literally nothing else I could ask for. I got the face scrub. This is how it looks, and it is just the most adorable. Like, I just love the design. I don't even know. Just makes me happy. But here's how it looks inside. You get to choose the scent you want to, so I think I chose like black currant, and then I got face cream. So what I'm gonna do is, usually after Ubering, I just have the mask on and I just feel like tight, and I just want to just relax before I start working at 10:30, my actual job. So I'm actually just gonna wash my face first. I'm gonna make my chair go down. Oh my god, that's perfect, because I already washed my face. Ooh, yes, I love that. So satisfying. And you just like, I'm not an expert, but I just like to scrub it everywhere. That feels so good. So I would say I just like to give it a good scrub for like a minute or two. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little amount that pretty much covers the whole face. So now I'm gonna wash it all off while scrubbing it in. Oh my gosh, when a little bit gets in your mouth and it actually does taste good. And I told my boyfriend this, and he was like, please don't be on an episode of My Strange Addiction. And I was like, oh my gosh, you take it too far. And for those of y'all who are awesome enough to watch this video, I actually do have a discount code for y'all. So if you use my name, all uppercase, you get 15% off. And there are other products besides just the two that I have.
So I'm going to take you all through the website a little bit. They have multiple options of things you can purchase. How it works out is you choose your skin type at the beginning, and then here are all of the plant-based ingredients that are listed along with each benefit the plant provides. Mix Easy is doing it right. That to me is so cool. So for my scent, I chose black currant. Honestly, I was just curious to see what it would smell like, and to me it smells like cookies, so it's just the best. You'll be able to see that's in that right hand side. You just put in my name, and then you'll see the discount pop up. Alrighty, so use my code Kiara to get 15% off your entire order.
It literally feels like my face has been scrubbed and just feels so nice. Yeah, so this is the face cream. Focus. Like literally not even that much. Oh, just feels so good putting it on. Like, I feel like I'm actually helping my skin. That's pretty much it. Like, it's very simple, and it is coming to be Christmas time, so treat yourself. Does my face smell good? What does that mean?
It smells really good.